Yes, yes, people, you know the vibes. You already know what time it is. It's Friday, 6 p.m., and that means another episode of Shameless FC. And it's the big one as well, North London Derby weekend, the one that we've all been waiting for. And as usual, Slav's running late, but Slav will be with us soon and we'll be able to talk about the game. And to be honest, I'm surprised because Spurs are in semi-decent form as well. I thought we'd be the first one to jump on it. But yes, we have the rest of the panel on, and we also have a new panelist as well. Big up James Redmond in the house. What are you saying, bro?
Full screen, you know. Is that the respect you're paying, man? Yeah, hey, what's going on there, everyone? It's a pleasure to be on the show. Nice one, Lewis, for getting us on, fella. Belter.
Yep, welcome to the Shameless FC family, my guy. Also, Flawless as well. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, man, Lewis out here getting deals over the line, innit? Big transfers and that. You know what I'm saying? I see you, fam. You know what I'm saying? Man got hammers and that. That's a record signing. Gonna take us to the top and that.
Man spent all the budget on hammers.
I see you, man blew the budget.
I'm going to be putting all my effort in for the team. There's no man bigger than the club.
Yes, let's
Come
go.
on, that's what you want to hear, mate. Go on.
Energy. But yeah, man, I'm blessed, Lewis. Blessed for having me as always, man. Looking forward to this North London Derby preview. I'm looking forward to this. I think Baz versus Slavs will be better than the game.
Mate, listen, if I know anything, I am not talking before North London Derby, mate. That's the last thing that I want to do. If I do that, man's getting
saying, man. That's not what the half the comments.
Well, the comments can have one, mate. Because listen, mate, I'm not going to fall into the trap today, man. It's a North London Derby, bro. Listen, let me get it straight right now, right? If I say anything right now, best believe. Yeah, well, listen, man. Chelsea and Tottenham is different. Arsenal and Tottenham, they always say form goes out of the window. Simple as that. But to me, I'm not getting clipped today. That's my mission, bruv. Yeah, because if I say anything right now, I know Slav's going to clip it. I know that all of Tottenham Twitter's going to clip it as well. I am good.
I hear what you're saying with that, Baz, but all it takes is for Slav to jump on, say something anti-Arsenal, and you're going to go for him and that. I already know what you're like. You're going to go for you. Look at you, can't even hold your tongue now. You want to call him Gary the Golfer already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You ready. You know
one of them ones where you're biting it biting the tongue, mate. He's still like,
Don't worry, we'll give you the space for it a little bit. Neil as well, talk to me, bro. How's your week been, man?
Yeah, not bad. I mean, we're just chilling, man. We've not had a game in the midweek. I mean, some players are actually coming back into the team, which is actually surprising. I mean, we've got more than 4 players fit. All good in our book. But yeah, thanks for having me on once again, man. And yeah, welcome to James once again.
Yeah, James, welcome on. And seeing as you're on, we'll start with Liverpool as well. And,
for fuck's sake.
Welcome to the show, lad.
Wait there. Can I just say something about Neil, Lewis? Can I just say something about Neil? I thought he was Andre Gomez from Everton before when I first came into the stream.
If Everton are listening, I will accept that contract that Andre Gomez is on. All that kind of
Give it a bag.
But yeah,
it's not the badge.
To be fair, we'll take the Leipzig game into account as well because that's your first home win in 7 games. But before that, the Fulham match, it felt kind of a copy and paste of the Chelsea game. And I was saying on the show as well with you guys on Monday that it kind of took the shine out of the Chelsea win at Anfield a week ago as well, because we kind of realised that the form really is that bad because Fulham came in and we didn't even see any difference in the performance from Liverpool as well. What was your thoughts, bro?
We just got absolutely just smashed, mate. Like, do you know what it was as well? Because the thing with Burnley and, like, Brighton, they deserve to win them games. Let's not get it twisted. They absolutely did deserve the 3 points. That being said, Fulham smothered us. Like, it weren't even like a smash and grab because Burnley and Brighton were still kind of smash and grabs. They never played us off the park. They never controlled possession. They never had double our shots. They never had double our shots on target. We done well in them games outside of taking our chances. Fulham, though, mate, talk about making a bottom 4 team look like Barcelona, because Liverpool, that's exactly what we've done. Arsenal like to call themselves, because I've had a few Arsenal fans on my channel, yeah. I don't know if you're the same, Babs, but it's one of them things where I have heard so many Arsenal fans say, no, it was you actually, Lewis, Chelsea fans say that you's a charity FC. Fuck yous being charity FC, mate. Yeah, charity FC. Big teams, we'll give you the goal. Small teams, we are, mate. You need points, don't you? Here you go, brother. Do you get what I'm saying? It makes no goddamn sense.
At least, like, we're charity FC in the fact that we'll be on a good run of form, and then we'll give Wolves their first win in 2 months. Like, you lot, like, you've got injuries coming up. You've had off the field matters with Alisson and Jurgen Klopp as well. I can kind of understand it. That's where the difference is for me.
get you, and like this the thing. If we talk about Leipzig, that was a different story when Fabinho got moved back into the midfield, which I've been saying for absolutely years. By the way, that this needs to be done. I've been saying for time that this is the move that Liverpool need to make. Get Fabinho in that midfield. It's the one thing that makes sense. And you saw it against. Do you know what? You even saw it because we're on the topic of the Fulham game. You saw it at the end of the Fulham game, when he came on for the final 5 or 10 minutes, even though he should have probably been brought on earlier. Some would say, why are you bringing on Fabinho when you're losing to Fulham? But one thing that he did see, he not only gives you the comfortable mindset of knowing, oh, do you know what, I've got a world-class CDM sitting in front of me for the centre-backs, who, by the way, aren't experienced together, but it also gives the freedom of the midfielders to just free roam up the pitch. That makes a massive difference when you see how we've been playing. Because it's literally, we'll get in and around the final third, but if you've got 6 to 8 men in the box, we haven't got a chance of breaking through it. Because we haven't got the one player to slice it through. Before, we had like a Coutinho, for example. A Coutinho could just score from outside the box, not giving a fuck. But we don't have that person now. We have Salah who can get goals, but again, it comes with the team. So, it's...
Well, the second best Egyptian player.
I've heard this. Do you know what's mad? I've heard this much, and let's not start this on my debut because, boys, it's not what it stands up for. El Neni, he's the only other Egyptian player in the league. He's not the best. He's the only other. Let's not talk about him.
What's that Donny's name? El Mohammadi. El Ghazi El Mohammadi.
El Ghazi's gone back to Egypt, I think, but and there's a reason for that. But the thing is, right? Not all. Just because Arsenal have a terrible midfield doesn't mean El Neni is good. Do you hear me?
Wait, you just said that you need a goal from outside the box, right? No, if you need a goal from outside the box, right? We'll give you El Neni. You can talk about that. He can smack.
I don't want El Neni. He hasn't got the tech as a Coutinho. I was talking about someone who can do it.
Well, you don't know that. This guy on his day.
How many goals? No, on his day. How often does his day come? How often does his day come? Because I've heard about El Nene now. I haven't heard about him before. The only thing I heard about Nene was watch me whip him, watch me Nene, and then I heard about this El Nene from Egypt. What do you mean?
Bro, he scored a goal a couple of years ago at the new camp, mate.
A couple of years ago. So we're going years now. So we're not saying last season.
To be fair,
the beginning of the season. That wasn't even a couple years ago.
It wasn't a couple because that was when Arsenal back in the Champions League, so it's been time. So it's been
Oh my! Wait there. Right. So I understand banter, and I can take banter more than the next guy, but there's not a chance out of God's green shit am I going to be accepting friggin' El Nene above Mohamed Salah when you see the legend that is Mohamed Salah. So. Let's remove that topic out of our brains, shall we? And let's get back onto some proper footy. And
that's not going to be a regular feature of the show.
Let's talk about how shit Liverpool have been. So basically, I saw the difference when Fabinho got back in the midfield, and I feel like that's the only option and the only thing that gives me any optimism going forward, because it feels like we've actually got a bit of our spine back now, and people underestimate how important a spine for the team actually is. And at the start of the season we didn't have Alisson, then Van Dijk went out. We still haven't got Van Dijk in that spine, but if you get Fabinho back into midfield, which is where he was when we won the league and when we won the Champions League, and then you've got Alisson in goal, then it's kind of like it's not all perfect, but it's back normal. But is she right, Slev? Go on, bro.
I was on a different stream, sorry lads.
He's on a different stream?
But I was helping a mate out, an Arsenal mate out.
Okay.
No worries. He's an Arsenal guy. He runs a podcast, and it's a really good podcast. But it's not a big podcast. But I was just helping him out.
You giving him your star power, fam. We understand.
Hey, he's a good friend.
We understand to say with your chest. You know what I'm saying, and that is good. You know what I'm saying.
I've got love for everyone here. What we saying, lads? I've had a great week again. I should really turn a light. I should really turn the light on in here.
I was going to say, did you record the podcast like that? Because that is borderline creepy.
It was a podcast, isn't video.
Oh, fair enough.
No, it's not always. You're right.
Always right.
That's yeah, James, what are you saying about Liverpool?
I love a Scouser.
Yeah, Slav. Who doesn't love a Scouser, brother? Except the haters on YouTube. Who doesn't love a Scouser, mate? Do you get what I mean? You're lighting up the room. Go on.
There's bare man that don't like that Scouse accent. I actually like the Scouse accent. I won't even lie.
But do you know what? Do you want me to tell you why, though, Babs? It's because you've got a brain cell. You.
Oh, there you go, mate.
You've got good ears that way.
There you go.
You know what sounds good through one ear and out the other. So to the ladies. But that's just another conversation for another day. It's a conversation for another day. No, all I was saying was about Fabinho, mate, and that he's the best CDM in world football. That I mean that, by the way. Before anyone questions
one
me.
question I do want to ask though for you: what's happening with your attacking play? Because we were speaking about this on the stream earlier. That Leipzig game, I'm gonna be real. Yeah, you won 2-0, fair play. Some of the finishing I saw in the first 60 minutes though was absolutely shambolic.
Mad. We need.
And this is coming from a Chelsea fan too.
Oh no. Literally, do you know what's mad? Yeah, we missed 2 open goals, and Manchester United went into the Europa League the day later and went, "You'll never walk alone," and missed 2 open goals as well. It was mad. It was mad, mate. Oh, it's crazy. I actually don't even know which one was worse out of Harry Maguire or Mohamed Salah, because even one of Jota's chances was crazy. Bro. I just couldn't believe it. And I'm not even going to blame it down to match fitness, because I haven't kicked a football for a couple of weeks, but in terms of properly on a consistent basis, probably a good year and a half now. And mate, I would expect myself to score all of them chances and all 4 of them chances that were missed. But anyway, the attacking side of things, right? So as I mentioned before about the spine, it always starts from the goalkeeper, pretty obvious Michael Owen's statement. But what I mean by that is that's where you've got to start the surface and you make your way up the pitch. Now, one thing we've realised, but not kind of been vocalising enough as a fan base, I feel, is when you lose pieces of that spine, it's going to break the team as a whole. So what was our number one contributors to getting goals last season? Crosses from Trent and Robbo, and also the link-up play between the front 3, which originally came from the midfield of Henderson, Wijnaldum, and who else was it? Fabinho. So that was our midfield last year. Yep. This season, we've had Henderson out of that midfield a lot, and regardless whether you think he's a good player or you don't think he's a good player, you can't deny how important he is to our system. And I feel like that's not only being statistically evidential, but it's also being evidential when you actually look at the pitch. He covers a lot for Trent. He allows Trent to have the freedom to go forward. You literally saw the man step in centre-back and do a great job for the fact he's never really played that role. And he's actually probably more known for his offensive style of football. He used to be known for side to side, but that's what he's changed and that's how he's evolved as a player. So you can't ignore that. So now that we've actually got someone who's world class back in that midfield, obviously Thiago is world class as well, but he's not necessarily the individual dictator when he hasn't got no one to bounce off. Do you get what I'm saying? Fabinho getting back in that midfield allows that link-up play just that little bit more. And I don't know, like I said before, it just gives the freedom to the attacker. So even though we never scored them goals, do you know the goals that we actually ended up scoring? They were from open play. Bro, we haven't scored any open play goals this year. And we've just went and scored 2. Did you see how nice the passing play was before them goals?
Been bad enough as well. So
we've been shit. But bro, we haven't had one goal like that, right, Lewis, where it was pass and play. Gorgeous, and we could go, oh my god, it was either a penalty or some shit deflection goal. Bro, did you see them? Did you all see them goals, by the way, against Leipzig?
I didn't see them. I didn't see it. No.
Well, if you watch the build-up to
Champions League's overrated. I don't know what Champions League anymore, mate.
Yeah, mate, yeah. I took a second to I was like, wait, what? The Champions League opening?
It's overrated, bro. Have you heard the Europa League anthem? The Europa League anthem is pain.
This is all I heard about the Europa League anthem.
Exactly, Slav. Tell him, Slav. Tell him, bro.
Slav and Babs on the same page, you know.
That's the real elite team, bro.
That's the truth.
Relax, you might get copyrighted, bro. You might get the stream copyrighted.
James, I can listen to you all day, mate. Just keep
nice one. He's right, love. He's right. Nice one, Slav. What was I touching? I was touching on something there, though. I was touching on
Sentiments,
yeah. So basically, yeah. So I was talking about the build-up play, weren't I? We've now got that build-up play back. That weren't there before. So yeah, we can talk about the chances that was missed. Mo Salah's always missed. It's actually probably not the first hit he's missed, and it's not going to be the last. Jota's kind of surprised me, but again, we actually got them chances back. We weren't getting them chances against other teams. Again, we'd need a sloppy ball to fall to us, or put a ball into the box and hope that the defence makes a mistake or it's poor marking. But again, if you just put 8 men into the box, it doesn't work. Whereas Leipzig, at moments in that game, surprisingly, they were actually defending and we could break them down. So that's the difference, I feel. And it's literally off one game. Bear in mind, Kabak and Nat Phillips were at the back, but we defended brilliantly. So...
yeah.
And that's all I'm saying, boys. I feel like Fabinho in the midfield, it's not that he gets us top 4. It's not that he helps us win every single one of our games between now and the end of the season. But he makes a big difference in just the slightest position change, is what I'm trying to say.
So with that in mind, you're going to be confident for the Wolves game then? Chance to make it 2 wins on the bounce.
So here's the thing. You can kind of look at this as many different ways. This is actually the perfect test after the Leipzig game as well, because there's a few factors that come into the game against Leipzig where you might think to yourself, well, they were 2-0 down anyway, they have to go for it, boom, that can happen. Wolves are going to be compact. I think they've realised, like, ooh, they played well against Leipzig, so we might have a problem against them type of thing. But with the fact they play 5 at the back as well 3 at the back, but they've got the wing backs, I feel like that's going to be another reason to why I think they're going to be defensive. They play good defensive football. If we can break them down, then you'll see me starting to predict wins again for Liverpool. I'm still predicting a draw for this one. I don't know if we do predictions on this, but that's what I'm going to... I've said I'm predicting a draw for every game between now until we start winning again. And that's the way I'm going to go with this one. That being said, if we play anything like the way we did against Leipzig, then yeah, I'm confident. I really, really am.
Tell you what, actually, no, this is a very good time to get score predictions. So, yeah, let's get score predictions. This will be the easier way to do it than at the end of the show. What are you saying first, James?
1-1.
1-1. All right, cool. Slav, you?
Where is it?
No, I'm getting up on here.
I think
I'm putting in the private chat.
It's Anfield. It's Anfield, right?
Yeah, it's at Molyneux, my bad.
I hope not.
Ooh. If it's away then...
Because we've just finally won a home game, right? We just finally won a home game. We ain't even in fucking Anfield, mate. It was in Budapest or whatever.
I knew that. See, I thought it wasn't at home. Oh wow. So
yeah, so Lewis 1-0 Liverpool, mate.
1-0 Liverpool.
All right, Babs, to you.
How can I go against James?
2-1 Wolves.
My fucking G.
2-1 Wolves. All right, cool.
2-1 Wolves. They're gonna get a jammy goal. I can tell you right now for a fact.
Flawless.
Stop Molyneux.
Yeah.
I'm saying what Slav is saying 1-0 Liverpool. I reckon it'll be
1-0. And what was it? Neil, come to me. What's your thoughts?
I think it's going to be 0-0. I don't know why. That was initial gut feeling.
0-0. Okay. I'm gonna go 1-1. I'm gonna go 1-1 as well.
Lewis is wearing red.
Nice one, yeah. You know about it, Lewis, mate. You know, it's red. No, you know it's red. I'm wearing blue though. Fuck.
Do you want me to actually come off and change shirt? Because I will if you keep pulling this fuck.
Right,
Try to say red kids. All right.
I'm just happy to see you in the different item of clothing because
I'm fine with red kits, boys. I'm fine with red kits. I was fuming when I found out one of our away kits this season was blue. I was fucking fuming. I felt like.
But your kit. The thing about Liverpool kits when Liverpool had Blue Balance, they had some pen kits. Whereas
yeah, we did but you know what I mean, mate. Everything's gone downhill since we got with Nike, so fuck them.
Hey, mate, listen, you might be killing the sponsors off, mate. You better be careful with that.
Oh, but you know what I mean, mate. I never started YouTube for them. We'll see if they happen type of thing. If they don't like it, they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about my club, mate. I haven't saw no investments. I haven't saw no Nike ad sponsorship money thing. I haven't saw no adverts involving Liverpool. Fuck them.
Right. We'll go to the next club, and who shall we touch on next? We'll go Man United. Ole's done it again. And
told you, listen, Flav, I told you.
He goes and pulls out another big win. Manchester City's 21-game unbeaten run, stopped by Don Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That is a madness. The Luke Shaw remontada continues as well. And yeah, flawless. Are you feeling gassed or are you feeling like it's a double-edged sword? What's your thoughts?
It's a double-edged sword. I knew that AC Milan result was just round the corner. It was right round the corner. As soon as we beat City, I'm like, all right, there's a disappointing result coming. And it came 3 days later and that. This is why I didn't get too gassed about the Manchester City result. When people are like, is it a turning point? No, we've seen us do this before. This is nothing new. Every time Ollie is backed into a corner and it looks like he could be getting sacked, we pull out a performance and a result like that. Because we were very good against City. Like, we deserved the win fully. Like, Martial, man of the match. You get me? Sharberto, Carlos at left back. Like, everyone was balling out. You get what I'm saying? Like, they hit the bar. Sterling had a chance that he missed. That was pretty much it. And the game plan worked to a T. And this is, again, why I'm so critical of the manager, is because we can go away to the best team in the country, 21 games in a row they've won, and do that to them on their home patch. But then we'll play AC Milan on our home patch when they've got 5 or 6 players missing and we can't string 2 passes together. So the players are there, the individuals are there, but it's on the manager. And this, again, is why I'm so critical of him. But yeah, obviously, bragging rights to shut up Manchester City fans that I know in regards to the Manchester derby. Kept us in second place in the league as well, which is good. And then you come crashing down to earth with the AC Milan result in it. And the result wasn't that bad. It was more so how they scored, and the performance was awful as well. We was on the watch along together, Lewis. You know how bad we was.
Yeah, it was boring. There was some sticky moments, a couple funny moments as well.
That's your captain, bro. That's your captain.
Maguire out here listening that. Yeah, yours is Xhaka though, innit? So I'd rather have Maguire.
That's not our captain. Listen, stop waffling. That's not our captain, man. My captain's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, mate. Put some respect on his name. Yeah, man.
How many goals has he got this season?
14.
Is it? All right. In all competitions, that is, isn't it? How many in the Premier League?
What do you mean in the Premier League, man? 14 all comp. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, how much in the Premier League?
Hang on. You're acting as if he's playing Europa League football. He's played a couple games in Europa League, and that's knockout stages.
Is it? I don't know, innit? I don't follow you like that, innit? You know what I'm saying? I just
Babs. Aubameyang's been missing a few sitters though, hasn't he?
Yeah. That's your striker.
I don't remember.
350k a week and that.
No, come on, Babs. Come on.
Let me make this clear right now, right? My striker, even in his worst of worst years, has got 14 goals. Whereas you got Martial doing his best impression of Marouane Chamakh, bruv. And that's your main guy. Yeah, Martial. So don't give me a Aubameyang slander when your striker's Martial and Edison Cavani, bruv. And Mason Teckwood.
Martial's 4 goals off him.
But Martial's barely got 5 goals in the league.
Nah, across all competitions he's got.
Oh, no, you got mad, Babs. Babs. Do you know what's mad, yeah? Do you know what's dead mad? The way Aubameyang got the Werner virus before Werner even came to the Prem.
Shut up, man. What, winning golden boots? Winning golden boots. Don't compare Timo.
Oh, wait. Join golden boots with Mane and Salah. You're talking about that one.
We don't care about that, man. Nah,
I'm just saying 2 of our players got it as well. I'm just saying. I'm not having a go at Aubameyang. Fair play to being on the level of them 2. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, though, Babs.
Listen, there's too much disrespect on Aubameyang's name. The guy is a top goal scorer. I think he's got 100 goal and assist in like 137 games for this Arsenal team with no creative midfielder. Come on now, respect.
Yeah, he a baller. Don't get mistaken. He's a baller.
But talking about stats, Lewis, what about a certain Brazilian winger? Got another assist the other day. This guy, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. 7 in all comps now, mate. 7 in all comps. When it matters, that's 4 and 4 as well now.
Yeah.
So keep putting that photo on screen. Keep putting that photo on screen, mate. Because the more you put it, the more assist he gets.
That's actually outrageous.
Turning form in the right time now.
Bro, we can't beat this guy. We can't. We can't. Arsenal fans want to drop him so badly, and then he goes and gets an assist, and we're like, no, he's starting again next game. He does it every game. He might have an average game, gets an assist, and he's starting the next game again. He'll probably start in the North London derby. And to be fair, if he does.
Trying to believe in Willian, or do you think it's a purple patch?
Do you know what? I'll go back to
devil's advocate here because I know what the real.
Do you know, Lewis? I spoke to you before the game. It was a tactical decision to start Willian. It was a tactical decision. We needed a technical right-footed winger to play inside, to come inside, to give Tierney space to overlap. Pepe's left-footed. He ain't gonna go inside. That's why he started. But if he gets an assist, he gets an assist. You know what I mean? I ain't complaining.
Oh, fuck's sake. I actually can't believe he's doing this season. But you know what? It is the right time because it is Tottenham next. And
wait, sorry, Lewis.
One of these Ronaldinho tokens, it would be this match.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, I'm sorry for interrupting you because I know it's your show. Babs, my G, you know, because you know what, you seem proper sound, you know, lad, and I'd love to get you on my channel one day, bro. 100%, we need to do something. But fuck me, mate, Willian's dog shit. What do you mean?
Nah, listen, I'll be honest, bro. I'm just trying to sell
wait there.
The entire time, to be honest, I was just watching it. I just waited for him to explain.
No, I wasn't even trying to walk it. I'm sorry, I'm just hearing him wax lyrical about Willian. He's just been robbing an app. He's robbing toe off you as we speak. 7 assists in all competitions and 300k a week. Do you know what's happened? Yeah,
nah, that's a lie. That's a lie.
How
That's
much
a
is he
lie.
on?
He's
How
not
much
on.
is he on?
He's on 120. Arsenal is
110 a
Arsenal.
week.
He's on
My
120.
ass. My ass. He's shitting out
come on.
110 grand a
It
week,
is
and then
true.
the rest is coming from Arsenal.
See, look,
Is it
he's
true?
confirmed it, bro.
He's
Yeah,
110.
I
So you fell for the fake newspaper reports.
That
That's what
would
happened,
be
mate.
so funny. I always fall for everything. I'm not gonna lie to you, Babs. I fall for fucking left, right, and centre. That being said, he falls for fucking shit because he has been average since he came 2 years, even though he was free.
Yes.
He was free.
No,
But
yes,
to be
yes,
fair, though,
yes.
I've got a different perception now that he's not on 300k a week. I thought he was. Fair play.
No, he's only robbing them for 100k a week now, not 300.
Yeah.
Bro, let me make this clear. The only reason why he signed for Arsenal, right, not only that we're the biggest club in London, but secondly, right, more to the fact that it was a. No, we are the biggest club in London. Come on,
Let's have one of these ones.
Come on now. We are, right? We are. Of course.
Wait, you're telling me you're the biggest club in London when you haven't won a European trophy?
Oh, come off it, right? If it was about European Cups, right? If it was about European Cups, right, then that means Nottingham Forest are bigger than Chelsea because they've got two.
No. I'm not saying it's only European Cups. No. I'm not.
Chelsea, right?
It's not only European Cups. It's to do with league titles. Who's got more league titles out of you and Chelsea? By how
13.
many?
13, and he got like 5.
Okay. And they've won an actual Champions League. It's still up for debate.
What I'm saying, right, let me make it clear. Chelsea in the last 20 years are the most successful team. I'm not denying that. But the size of the club, bro, Arsenal are a massive club. Far bigger than Chelsea as it stands because of Arsenal's big history. It's like Liverpool. Liverpool went 20 years without a league title. That didn't change the fact that you know what I mean? But no, you don't have more fans. Come off it, man. What, because you buy Twitter followers? That's why.
I actually thought we didn't have more fans, and I found out we had more Snapchat followers, Instagram followers, Facebook
Snapchat followers. Oh, come off it, man. Who uses Snapchat nowadays?
Are they all bots?
Snapchat's just full of 16-year-olds, man.
Are they all bots or are they fans?
Nah, I'm not saying Chelsea is not a big club. I'm just saying Arsenal are the bigger club.
You said Arsenal are far bigger. That's what you said.
Let's go. We are. Because let's go, for example. What's the best way? Okay, look. In London, Champions League parade. How many Chelsea fans attended that?
I don't know. I can find out, but I don't.
Because for Arsenal, we had like 200k for the FA Cup. And that's just the FA Cup. Arsenal are a massive club, man. This is just bollocks, man.
You said you're a massive club for 200,000 fans, and then you said it was for an FA Cup trophy parade.
No, the whole point being, look how many fans there are for Arsenal. Doesn't mean that we all,
It's an FA Cup.
If that was for FA Cup, that means how many fans will be for a Premier League?
Like,
or for
we'll
a Champions
never
League?
have an FA Cup trophy parade. Our last time was in 97.
Yeah, because Daddy Roman don't pay for that, man. Daddy Roman only pays for your club to win, the big things. The sugar daddy that controls your club.
The big things.
And just pisses all over it when he wants to.
The big thing.
Bro, he's treating Chelsea like a prosy, bro. That's what he's doing. He's just using it when he wants, and it goes and out it goes.
He's been treating us like a prosy for 20 years.
That's what it is, bro. I'm sorry, Chelsea fans. That's what it is. When he wants
Chelsea's
to
a brothel, mate.
He comes in, he unloads the load, and he goes back out. Off it goes.
Yeah, and then we unload the trophies outside his yard at the end of the season.
Yeah, but that's what he pays for, isn't it? He pays for what he gets. That's simple as. If Arsenal's owners paid that money, we would get
But
that
you
as
know
well.
what that is?
Simple
Yeah,
as.
you know what? That's it. Overall, that is it. It's pettiness because your owners don't do it.
Oh, of course it is. This is why it's called Shameless FC. This is exactly why. I would love to have it for Arsenal, but we don't have it. But that's also why my respect for a club like Liverpool is high, because when they won that league title, there was not massive owners' investments. Whereas for Chelsea and City, it's literally sugar daddy money. That's all it is, bro.
So what? They grew most of their players.
Let's go.
Didn't they pay for Alisson, Van Dijk?
No, but they made that money from selling players. They had to sell Coutinho first.
That was a buy to sell, motherfucker. That weren't coming out of our own ass.
Morata to get the money that we had now to spend the
Bro,
money
I'm not saying Chelsea are a world club. How did you start? How did you start that? How did you start that?
A nice little injection from Roman Abramovich.
Exactly. There you go. You got that cash injection into the veins.
This isn't an injection. This is an amputation.
Arsenal,
it's
Liverpool,
transformed.
even Man United have never had that cash injections.
Yes,
Bruv,
but
you know what I mean? You and City are the only clubs.
We had more European trophies than Arsenal before then, so it's not like we were doing nothing before.
What? You won the Europa League because Arsenal were in the Europa League.
I think even before the 70s, we had more trophies than Arsenal. It's only your big.
Okay, what European Cup are we talking? Lewis, what European Cup are we talking?
We're talking every single European trophy. We're one of only
except for the Champions League.
That have won everything. What?
But what other European? Are you talking UEFA Cups? Are you talking basically?
Wait, Spurs have won a European trophy.
So are they bigger than Arsenal now?
I don't know. I'm just.
They've got more European pedigree than Arsenal.
This is London beef, innit? This is London
They have
beef.
more European trophies than you. We ain't counting the Interfairs Cup. We
Yeah,
cannot.
I've never said I can't the Interfairs
So wait,
Cup or the Inter-Go-Go Cup,
No,
bro.
no, because
Wait.
Arsenal fans use that to say too.
Are Arsenal
And
third on the
that's what
list in regards to European trophies behind
Oh,
Chelsea?
fuck
Spurs?
European
I'm
trophies,
asking-
man. I don't give a shit about
asking-
European trophies, man.
Of
We've got the
course,
most
because
Emirates Cup.
you have won
You don't
it.
see me going, we've got the most Emirates Cup, do I? So, listen, man, we'll move with it, man.
But you
Let's
say-
talk
but
about
you
Man
guys get
United,
gassed
man.
about the Community Shield.
We don't get gassed about it. It's an
Right,
honour. It
moving on.
counts on the list.
It's an honour.
I think GI
It's an honour.
Cassie
It's not a
has just
trophy.
summed
It's
it
an
up
honour.
perfectly. Hang on. I think GI Cassie has just summed it up perfect.
This guy come with sound logic, man. I was enjoying the shamelessness.
Every club, what's even the thing said? Every club that's propelled themselves to success has had cash injection.
But not all
Yeah,
of them are
most
tight
of
owners.
that,
Not all of them are
especially
tight ass. Because, mate, our FSG, mate, I'll tell you now, we won the Champions League and spent fuck all. That's why you give credit to my own club about how we won the league. Because, we literally spent no money. But we should have. When you look at us now, we should have. So when I look at your teams who do spend money, I wish we'd done that. Now that we've done it the clean way, I want that injection, baby. Oh my God, I want it all day. Do you want me to tell you why? Because if we win the league now, I can be like, at least we never spent money before because we've done that. Now we want to spend money and just overtake everyone with trophies. That's what I'd love in an ideal world. So I can't say nothing to Lewis, to be honest. I'd fucking love it if my club would spend the dough.
There you go. As you said, and the same for me as well. I can echo that. If
I haven't Daniel Levy in charge, yeah.
there you go, man. So look,
Bro,
the whole point
FSG are tighter than
the
Daniel
whole point we're
Levy.
trying to make, right, is yes, we are jealous that you've got good owners that spend
I'll
money.
debate this
But that's
with you,
about it.
Slav.
That's all it is, bro. But
God,
listen,
Slav,
man, you
let
man
me
keep
work.
spending your money, bro. You man keep spending your money and let Roman inject that cash into
James,
you. Go
I
on.
don't want to debate it with you now, but I'm just going to throw this one thing out. We the year we didn't win the league when Leicester won it. Sorry, when Chelsea won it. Following year, we didn't sign anyone in the whole summer. Not one player. We thought with the same squad we'd be just as good. Not a single signing for 12 months. That's all I'll say.
I hear what you're saying, but just try multiple seasons of non-investment when it comes to Liverpool Football Club. And when it comes to the investment, it is literally the buy to sell model. It's constant and it's just shit at all times. Get on this. We wouldn't have even had a centre-back as we speak, Slav, if Matip didn't get injured 2 days before the transfer window finished. Just get on there, and then we'll leave it there.
Go on, Lewis. Take on. We'll be here all day going around in circles on that one. But
it's cool. We stuck on Arsenal, so we'll stick with Arsenal as well. Burnley won, Arsenal won, and a total of 1 point against Burnley for the entire season. To be fair to Arsenal, could have scored 3 in the first 30 minutes. But then there was the obvious Granit Xhaka howler, and I think there was a VAR mess up there as well again. But yeah, it was a bit of a frustrating weekend for Arsenal fans. Babs, what's your thoughts?
Super Granit Xhaka.
And
This is, do you know what, Lewis? Right? Everyone, shut the fuck up, bro. Right? Every Arsenal fan, right? They get slated for saying, why do we still back Mikel Arteta? Because we're 10th. Oh, you're accepting 10th. We're not accepting 10th. But when there's so many games like that, where you've done well all game, you've made your chances, you don't take your chances, but you should be 3-0 up, and then you go and do that. What, is that the manager's fault now? Is that the manager's fault?
Arteta's fault.
Well, he's the one
Right,
telling them to play off the back when they're
Oh my God! So what? Hang on. You want Arteta to come into Arsenal and completely change his philosophy and go hit it long in behind? Is that what you want, Slav?
Don't give Mikel Arteta the job then.
What? No, don't be an idiot. The whole reason why Arsenal play out of the back is because that's the philosophy we have, and we're not going to fucking change that.
Good enough.
They are good enough. It's not about. No, in terms of playing at the back, that pass, it's not about Xhaka being Xhaka. He can play that first time if he wants to. It's him just being not concentrating.
It is about Xhaka being Xhaka.
Let me make it clear.
How many mistakes has he made?
Playing out of the back is not Arsenal's issues. It's, as you said, it's the personnel. So that's why I don't blame the manager, because we've not brought in a young proactive coach to go play football in behind like Mourinho might play. We're not about that. So if we're gonna make mistakes, we're gonna make mistakes. But that's the whole part of the whole fucking process.
So what you're saying is just individual mistakes that you have to get through.
Those individual mistakes will be taken out of the team as we get better players. So I'm not worried about individual mistakes right now, because I know they will change when we hopefully get better players. So in terms of what Arteta, I judge him systematically in terms of how he plays, his tactics, his team, how they set up, and I don't have an issue with that as it stands. Some games he might make a sub that annoys me, but in terms of his overall tactics and how he sets Arsenal up, I don't mind that. And here it is today. One of the biggest Arsenal managers of all time, not Arsene Wenger, but George Graham. He's one of those managers that all those old school fans love. George Graham, proper manager. You know what I mean? They've all got their profile pictures of George Graham. Today, he's come out and said he rates Mikel Arteta and he likes what we're doing. So if he can rate Arteta, and so can all the other managers that have spoken to Mikel Arteta, then why can't most Arsenal fans?
Sir Alex Ferguson rated David Moyes.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but David Moyes is showing right now that he can be a good manager if he's given the right tools.
No, at that level though, there's levels to this. With the Moyes,
he's fighting for top 4.
That's not what
United are trying to do. That way, especially when they just won the league with Alex Ferguson.
But United is weird though. You've bought Mourinho. He's the most successful manager in terms of one of the most successful in the past 20 years. Even he flopped. Louis Van Gaal was an experienced manager, so it's not about David Moyes then. So if Van Gaal failed, Moyes failed, and Mourinho failed, that's not Moyes' fault then. It shows it's not just the manager. It shows that your club was failing them as well.
The club is failing them, but those three also went.
And also, we're not like a Chelsea where if we set Mikel Arteta, we're gonna go out there and get another top coach. A lot of Arsenal fans are like, why didn't we get Ancelotti? I've heard rumours a few weeks ago that he wanted close to £15 million a year, which made him the most expensive manager in the Premier League. We ain't paying that money.
You should have though. To someone like Ancelotti.
But we're not. But no, the whole thing is, I wish we would, but we're not paying that money though. We're not paying that money because of our owners. They aren't gonna pay that money. That's why they've gone for the cheaper option. So then I have to accept what we have. So it's either Mikel Arteta or some other random manager who's going to be on low money as well. We're not investing money into the team to have that level of a team. Chelsea right now, if I'm being honest, I like what Tuchel's doing there, but you should be where you are. He's getting what they should get out of the team.
Yeah. So what you just said there, Babs, in regards to the owners and the board not willing to shell out the money to get a proper manager in, do you trust them to shell out the money to get better individual players for Arteta's system?
It's not about trusting the owners, it's trusting about the people they've employed. So it's
right,
who they employed in terms of. So I haven't trusted them yet because I've not seen them here long enough. So Edu and Mikel Arteta have only been here for a year or two in terms of in control. So after a couple of years when they've got their players in, we can then see and judge them. So they haven't failed for me to see what they're doing. And so when they have the time, I'll judge them. That's why for me, I'm still holding back me going out there saying Mikel Arteta out and just being a naive football fan going, get him out of the club and going, well, who do we get then? Maximiliano Allegri. If Allegri is such a great manager, and if everyone wanted him so badly, then how come it's been 2 years since he left Juventus and he's got no one to employ him?
I think someone will pick him up.
There could be reasons behind that.
Hasn't he taken a sabbatical?
It's because, do you know why? Do you know why, right? It's because of the money he's on. That's why. He'd been on insane money. And these clubs like Arsenal...
paying him out?
Yeah, it would be one of those where he obviously want big money. If Ancelotti and Mourinho, who are both on massive wages, and I think right now they're both, and Pep Guardiola, are the 3 most paid managers, Arsenal are just not paying their money. Simple as.
Alright, cool. Let me see the super chats quickly. Sven says, Kroenke's treating you like the dad that goes for milk and never comes back. Man doesn't even leave you a fiver for dinner. Kroenke taxed in it.
I will say one thing though. Kroenke can be blamed all he wants because we had invested money, right? But still, if you look at the other clubs around us, it's about then employing the right people to manage the club. Because yeah, we've not spent money, but we spent money on players like Mustafi for £30 million. Who's saying go buy him for £30 million? There was Lucas Perez for £18 million. There was Xhaka for £35 million when Kante was available. So it's not just about spending money, it's spending the right money in the right places. And hopefully, fingers crossed, with the new people, that's changed. But we're going to have to wait and see.
Yeah, well, I get why you'd be... To be fair, you're in good confidence now after the Olympiacos win. And we were saying before that going into the game that you needed that for motivation too. You still not confident based off that?
Nah, bro, did you watch the game? We were in control of the game.
Second half.
Bossing it around. And then... Bro, we watched the game. We were in control of the game. Should have been 2-3 up in the first 10 minutes. Or first 5 minutes.
There's no execution.
Right? And then what happens after that is we go and give them a goal. We should have given them 3 goals because first it was, who was it? It was David Luiz who gave the ball to I think it was Bruma, nearly to El Arabi. Then there was another pass from Odegaard who gave it away as well. They could have been equalising the game in that first half from chances we gave to them. The last goal that we conceded, that I can say, okay, that team did well against Arsenal, was Man City. That goal from the cross. That's it. All the other goals we conceded since then is individual errors. So that's why I'm not holding all on the manager. I'm going, whoa, these players keep making mistakes. The Aston Villa one against Cedric, where he just gives the ball to them. The Burnley one for Xhaka, where he kicks it into fucking Wood's body. So, yeah, man, the individual errors is what's killed Arsenal season completely in the league.
This weekend is the individual errors derby, in my opinion.
It might be, but I probably think what's going to happen in that derby, if I'm being honest, is we're going to make the same errors. I can see it happening from a mile away. It will be Luiz or Xhaka, and then what Mourinho's going to do is going to set up Son, Kane, and Bale to just stand in the areas of the pitch, set traps, win the ball back, and goal. It's going to happen.
We can discuss the derby in more detail in a bit. I mean, I'll let you speak about Arsenal and Spurs, and then we can sort of bring it together ahead of the weekend.
Yeah, no.
I've got different thoughts.
Yeah, listen, both teams obviously understand that both defenders they shit in terms of mistakes. They make so many mistakes. So both teams can win the game, but ultimately, I can just see what's going to happen from a mile away. It'll be a Mourinho shithouse. We don't beat Mourinho. We never do. Don't know why it is about this guy. He's got some juju over us, man. I'm telling you. He's got some curse, man. And it's... But look, I'm going into it with a reverse jinx mindset of hopefully if I say Arsenal are going to win, we're going to pull out a win. Simple as. I'll be honest.
He tries my tactics.
Bro, it's not. Because look, it's worked for me in the past. I came into this show and I was so out of confidence. It was Chelsea versus Arsenal. I said, we ain't winning this game. Bosh, we win 3-1. That's what Arsenal are. Right? So I want it to work again. Fingers crossed.
All right, cool. That also segues perfectly into the other team involved in the North London derby, Spurs. And it's looking like a little bit of turnaround. 3 wins in a row in the Premier League for Jose Mourinho's Spurs. Harry Kane with 2 goals and 2 assists and a pretty decent second goal as well. Give him credit for that. Nice finish. 2-0 win against 2-0 win against Zagreb as well. Put Spurs in a perfect position for progressing to the next round of the Europa League. Slav, what's your thoughts? Because you lot have quietly been turning things around under Jose.
Yeah, so what I will say is that despite that we played some very average sides, I'll always accept that. However, you can only beat what's in front of you. And so 2 things. In our last 5 games, we've scored 15 goals and conceded 1. And we are now the only second team in Europe for the Mr. Defensive Jose Mourinho, defensive Tottenham, to score 100 goals in all competitions this season. Only Bayern Munich have more with 106.
So Slav, are you Mourinho in now? Yeah, is that what you're telling us?
Nah. So let me get on to that. What Mourinho has noticed, he's changed the system absolutely brilliantly. I'll criticize him when he gets things wrong, and I'll credit him when he gets things right. Firstly, Gareth Bale has made a big difference.
Gary the golfer.
You keep saying that, you'll just end up looking a bit silly on Sunday.
Nah, I'm just not. Listen, I hear what you're saying, but do you know what I was thinking about? Do you know how you said you've scored 100+ goals? I swear, like 50 of them in the Europa League.
It's not the point.
Something like that. It is the point then, because in the league you got in the league, right? I've just got it up here. In the league, you've scored 46 goals, which is behind Liverpool, Leicester, Man United, and Man City. So don't give me this big attack thing when it matters the most. You man ain't turned up.
But he's known.
You can go score 7 goals against Marine, and you can go score 7 goals against fucking some random farmers in Europa League. But in the league, bro, talk to me about in the league and your attack. Then.
Well, in the league, we scored 4 against Palace, 4 against Burnley.
Yeah, fair enough.
So how many you score against Burnley?
I'm not talking about Arsenal's attack though. I'm talking about Spurs' attack, right? And in terms of Spurs' attack, hang on. In terms of Spurs' attack, right? Liverpool. Listen, Hammers, right? Your team hasn't scored a single open player goal in the league since this year, right? If I'm right in saying. So if Liverpool haven't done that and yet they still have scored more goals, then come on, man. Like, don't give me this whole you dropped the comment, but you didn't tell me the full things about it. Man scored, I think, like 20% of those scores against Marine and some other random team in League One. You guys, bro, look at the teams that you've drawn in the Carabao Cup. Who have you drawn in the Carabao Cup?
Who scored the most goals in the Premier League this season?
I've got it here. Look, I'll share the screen. Oh. It's Man City with 61 goals, the Man United with 55, Leicester 48, Liverpool 47, Tottenham 46.
Oh, we fourth. I didn't know we were going to be there.
I don't mind that. 5th for a defensive Mourinho team isn't the end of the world.
Yeah, but the way you put it there, you said only Spurs and Bayern Munich have scored the second most goals, bruv. Tell me the full stats. Go into details. Give me the full specs behind the scenes, bruv.
Yes or no, am I wrong? Yes or no, am I wrong?
No, you are right in the whole stats of it, but then give the full context behind it. If you don't give full context, then don't open the mouth.
I don't care. You can only beat what's in front of you. I don't care who we're playing. If my team wins and score goals, I'm happy. I think everyone can agree on that. If your team plays a football match and you win and you score goals, thumbs up, boys. If that's
don't beat yourselves, man. Don't leave below with him, man. Come on, give me some help.
You two go.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that
conversation flow.
Recent performances, right? One thing I've noticed in recent performances, which I haven't noticed since probably 2017 under Poch, is we press high, and it's intensity. We don't give teams a chance to breathe. And I think we saw in the Palace game where the first goal, they got caught on the ball inside their own box or inside their own half, and 3 seconds later the ball's in the back of the net. Bale was finally, landed. He's been brilliant. He's got something like 8 goals and assists in 4 games. Kane is Kane. Kane is outrageously good, and then everyone sleeps on Son, and Son's still getting goals and assists. And Lucas Moura has been given a free role in the number 10, and he seems to be thriving in it. He's able to pick up the ball. He's able to press teams. He's able to pick up the ball, and he gets fouled. He wins free kicks. He drives it defensive. Him and Ndombele together are like similar in a way to Jack Grealish. They're like foul magnets. If you can't get the ball off them, you just foul them. I think Ndombele set a record last night for most fouls earned in a Europa League match. So they've been excellent, and it's just small tactical tweaks like we saw earlier in the season, or even I think when we played Liverpool, confidence was low. We were poor, and we really, really were poor. We were sitting back every week, and all of a sudden, we aren't chopping and changing the centre backs. So we have a centre back pairing of Sanchez and Alderweireld. Okay, that's not the best centre back pairing in the world. It's pretty average at best. But when you don't chop and change it, they complement each other quite well, because Toby on the ball is great, and then Sanchez defensively, he's quick, he's strong, athletic, whereas Toby's not. And I think they complement each other quite nice. We've got Reguilon back after a few weeks out as well. And we just Ndombele and Højbjerg, everything's just starting to complement each other a bit more, and it's just very, very slowly picking up a little bit. We seem to have hit form at the right part of the season. Admittedly, going into Sunday, I'm not sitting here confident about the game, because form means nothing in a derby. Everyone knows that. We saw that with United on Sunday, and I just think that we've still got so much to play for this season. We can go 2 points off Chelsea with a game in hand, but if they don't win their game against Leeds tomorrow, albeit they probably will, but let's say they don't win and we beat Arsenal, it's 2 points with a game in hand. So it's a lot of ifs, and buts. It's a lot of we need this to happen and that to happen. However, I'm looking up at the moment, and it seems to be going well. I can't really complain when you score 15 goals and concede 1 in your last 5 games. I'm happy to be.
Quick question: is someone breathing into their mic?
I mean, I'm speaking, so it can't be.
Someone was breathing into their mic.
No, I heard it. I'm not gonna lie.
I just couldn't tell.
I did. I don't know what it was at that.
I ain't got a clue, but go on, Slav.
Yeah.
So yeah. He knew Mourinho. He had to change it, or he was going to go. It's as simple as that. And to be fair to him, he has changed it. So yeah, looking to Sunday, I just think that our attack is just so good at the moment. Everyone's full of confidence. Like we look dangerous. I don't know if anyone watched our last couple of games, or even that second half against Palace. We just look really good at the moment. Really, really positive going forward. We aren't sitting back either, which is very nice to see when you score a goal and you don't sit back for 90 minutes. So I'm really happy at the moment. I can't lie. And 1 foot in the quarters of the Europa League, same as Arsenal. Both sides with a good first leg result. And hopefully Sunday we can continue our good run of form. I have no doubt Arsenal will score a goal. No doubt at all. But I do think we can go there with the fact that we haven't done the double over Arsenal since the first season of the Premier League, which I think was 92-93.
Really? Has it been that long? You ain't beat them twice in a
Yeah.
Why are you surprised? It's Tottenham.
And I just think that there is no better time to do it than this season. Like, no fans on the ground. They're absolutely terrible. And I just think there is no better time.
Look, Slav, let me get straight right. We're terrible. You've got the best attack in the world. You scored 100+ goals. You've got Kane. You've got Gary the Golfer. You got Heung-min Son. If you don't beat Arsenal, then just be ready to get slaughtered next week.
What was the result What was the result in the reverse fixture?
Oh, don't get me started. It was 2-0, but it was the most jammiest 2-0 in the game. They parked the bus in the first 20 minutes, bro. They hit us with a counter-attack. They scored a shitty long shot, right? And then one counter-attack when Partey walked off the pitch. All I'm saying, right, is for Arsenal's team...
They tried to push Partey back on the pitch when he was injured.
Exactly.
Bro,
and also, hang on, let me get straight. That was the same Arsenal team that had gone, I think, all those games without a win as well. So we're more confident now. We're a different team in terms of systems-wise. Full 2-3-1 business. You got a number 10 in Odegaard who scored a banger yesterday, by the way. You got Mohamed Elneny as well on the bench. If you needed to bring him off the bench, bang him on as well. The best Egyptian in the league, in the world, the real Egyptian king. And then you've got, we got players there now that can cause Spurs issues in form as well. We got an attacking midfielder, but I still think Spurs have got
4 goals attacker, by the way.
Well, fair enough. He scored more goals than a 19-year-old. What does that make him now, man? Oh, bloody hell, man.
Oh
Carrying the
no,
goal
he's
for
only a
score
19,
more.
he's just a 19-year-old now. He's not a star boy. He's just a 19-year-old. Come on,
He is
mate.
a star boy. He's the best star boy in the league, mate. Who's your star boy? Who's your star? No, talk to me about your star boy. Where's your star boy at? He's still working at Nando's, mate. Where's your star boy at, mate? Troy Parrott, who plays in the Championship. Talk to me about your star boy, man. Don't come to my star boy like that, bro. Give me, come on.
You call my four-time champion.
If you don't have a star boy, right? If you don't have a star boy to put onto the table, don't be mentioning star boys. Simple as, bro.
Yeah, there he is. There he is.
What badge is that? What badge is that, Sam? What badge is that?
What is that? The Carabao Cup? Yeah, it is.
No, what badge has he got on his blazer?
Wearing a Chelsea badge. Am I supposed to give a shit?
Oh wow, is that? He's already a successful manager. Wait, let me get it straight, right? So you're telling me, right, Sam, that if he wins the Carabao Cup, the Carabao, right, the Carling Cup, right, the Red Bull Cup, if he wins that, right, hang on, if he wins that, he becomes your most successful manager in the last 20 years.
Yeah, so.
Oh my god. No, it's fine. Man said that's your most successful manager. That's what you're looking at. Don't say that.
Nah, Mourinho's realised that our biggest strength lie in attack, and that's what he's realised, and that's why we've improved our form recently. We've got some of the best attacking players in the league, and when you play to their strengths, of course you're going to win games. They'll win you games on their own. So that's just basic common sense, isn't it? So I'm ahead of Sunday. I just think there's no better time to go there and win. I don't know. I was speaking about this with a friend before who's an Arsenal fan. We both settled on a draw for the prediction because I've honestly got no idea what's going to happen this weekend. I don't know what anyone else thinks, but yeah, I mean we're much better than we were a few weeks ago, and we seem to have hit form at the right time, and hopefully it continues. Reguilon being back is a big boost as well at left back. We got some players rested as well. Son only played an hour last night. Kane came off on Sunday and last night, giving him an extra 20 minutes rest. Højbjerg didn't play last night really, so I think he played the last 15 minutes, so he got a decent rest. So managing the squad well, and hopefully and we didn't have to travel either. Not that it's makes too much of a difference when you're playing football. But the fact that we didn't have to travel might make a big difference as well. But we'll find out.
Right. Let me get you guys' score predictions for the game. Still got to get them out. Slav, we'll start with you.
I've got to back my team, so I'm going to go 3-1.
Let's be honest, Slav, man, innit? You say 3-1 Spurs? Okay.
James, what's your score predictions for
Tottenham are going to absolutely smash their heads in about 3-0, mate. Harry Kane's going to tear Arsenal a new one.
Wow.
Harry Kane is in the form of his life, by the way. Harry Kane is in the form.
Mad.
No, I don't think you realise, like, Tottenham have got the best player in the league. Like, Tottenham have got the best player in the league. So it's one of them things when you talk... Nah, I'm not even doing it to... Do you know what's mad, Slav? That's Sean, you know, bro. But, nah, you can bring up him all you want, lads. You can do that all you want, and it's Sean, and it's cute and that. But Harry Kane's the best player in the league, boys. Like, it's just... And the reason why I say that, it's not even just solely on his ability that I'm looking at. It's the fact he's literally the captain. Is he the captain or he's the lead? Either way, he's the fucking main man in that team, mate. So, regardless, whatever role he takes, he's the boy. So that's why I think he's the best in the league.
He'll be the captain next season. Lloris will leave in the summer, and
it's Lloris, isn't it? Yeah. But it should. But you know, when you think of an outfield fucking presence and who sets the example, it's Harry Kane.
He's the perfect professional. For any kid playing football, you look up to Harry Kane. Any day, he's the perfect professional.
You see what you're missing when he's not there, and you see what he's there.
Let me get this clear. Let me get this clear.
I swear to God, if you talk about what he won, I'm actually going to fucking kill you.
I respect Harold Kane. I think he's a good little player. But I did have a funny stat from Spurs fans. I've heard that he's 15 goals away from equaling Thierry Henry's Premier League goal scoring record, if I'm right in saying, or something like that. 15 goals is not far away. So that means he's on 150, 160 Premier League goals, and
yeah.
How many medals does he have for that?
Okay, but let me then throw this.
No. I'm asking a simple question. Answer the question I asked. Right? Answer the question that I asked you. How many medals does he have for those 150?
You know what? This is going to be fucking brilliant in the season when Harry Kane lifts some form of trophy.
But I'm not talking about the trophies. I'm not talking about the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup or the Europa League. What about just Premier League? Premier League goals. How many does he have? Please no. Answer the question. Go on, please.
He's got 0. It's a shame.
That's all I wanted. All right, lads, let's move on. That's all I need to hear. So you're talking to me, a guy who's got 160 Premier League goals. 160 goals, right? He's a Tottenham legend. He's a captain. And he's got nothing to put on the team. And so that's the whole point I'm trying to say. He could score more goals than Henry. But if he's got nothing there to put there, then don't talk to me about Harry Kane, man. He's a great player in a shit team. Right? So you can say that. He's a great player in a shit team. It's like the NBA when you've got a great player, right? Who's doing his business, but he can't win a ring. That's where Harry Kane's going to be. He's going to be the guy with no ring to put on it. He's got a ring on his ring.
Every player that won trophies with Henry and
right, let me ask you a question, right? If Harry Kane goes on to score the most goals in the Premier League's history, is he a Premier League legend?
They say that again?
If Harry Kane goes on to score the most goals in Premier League history...
Is Alan Shearer a legend?
Yes, because he's won a league title as well.
Yeah, but still.
Not in Newcastle.
No, I'm intercepting. Neil, in fact, you say what you want to say, my brother.
Yeah. If he won 0 trophies, the fact that he's the #1 goal scorer, it makes him a legend.
Bro, like Babs, you know what's dead mad? He didn't even need that Premier League trophy. People forget that he won the Premier League trophy. They forget. Because it doesn't matter. Do you want me to tell you why? Because quality.
He's far away.
Right. Let me ask you a question, right? Name me your 5 best players in the Premier League history. Go on. Name me your 5 best players in the Premier League history.
Thierry Henry, Alan Shearer, Wayne Rooney, Steven Gerrard, and
Paul Scholes.
If you want, he's not a man, but
I don't know.
I'll put Lampard above Scholes. Like I'm not gonna.
Right. Let's just go off the basis, right? Let's just go off the basis. Those 5 players there and there, they've got one thing in common. No, obviously not all of them won the league title because Gerrard didn't win a league title.
Gerrard never won before.
But they have one thing to put on the table. They've got one of the big 2 trophies: a Champions League or a Premier League. And if you don't have that, then what are you?
I don't.
Do you know what do you? The reason why obviously James said that because Gerrard never won a league title. But
no, he won a Champions League by himself. Nah, bro, don't trash it. He won a Champions League by himself. It doesn't matter about the league title. Without the league title and without beating AC Milan in that Champions League final, he still, not only to me but to many other fuckers who watch the Premier League, he still would have been one of the greatest. And Harry Kane will go down the same way. He will go down the exact same way.
He will. Is individually.
There's no doubt.
If he, for me, right,
that's
if
what
he's not won one of the 2, one of the big 2 trophies, the Champions League or Premier League, you can't have that conversation.
I said he's the best in the league. I never said he's the best Premier League player of all time. I said he's the best in the league right now, and that doesn't. You don't need a Premier League trophy for that.
What I just want to say as well, Henry, he was amazing, and I'm not talking about.
He was amazing. He's the greatest the league's ever seen. Say it as it is.
That team Henry played in, every single one of them, from the bench to the starting 11, with different gravy, different class. One of arguably the best team in Premier League history, Right. Yeah. Harry Kane has had to play and put up with playing with the likes of, I don't know, Kevin Wimmer, Michel Vorm, just for small examples, right? So just give the man a bit of credit, mate.
Bro, the whole point I'm trying to make that is if he wants to be the greatest or one of the greatest, you have to leave this Nando's FC. He's got to transfer. He's got to go to a big club.
Why do you call him Nando's FC, Babs?
The chicken on the top of the thing.
They've got a roast chicken as their chicken butterfly as their logo.
You got a cock on the ball as the badge, right?
Yeah. No, but the whole point I'm trying to say, right, is if you want to become if you want to be better than Rooney, Henry, Shearer and Cole, you've got to not just score the goals, but also go and win a trophy. Not a Europa League, not a FA Cup or a Carabao Cup. Mesut Ozil's not a legend because he's won the FA Cup.
Anything you've won since that league title in 2004.
So what? That makes him a legend for Premier League, then, does it?
Don't discount the Europa League, because if you win it this year, you'll be celebrating it.
No, I'm not saying it's not a big trophy. I've never said that. I'm just saying it's not one of the big 2. It's one of the big 2. If Arsenal win a treble, win the FA Cup, Europa League and Carabao Cup, that's not the treble, is it?
People say, Kane can't be considered a great until he wins something, which is fair enough if that's what people think. But what if he cares so deeply, which he does, about Tottenham, right, similar to Gerrard in Liverpool, right, that he wants to stay there and, break the records and be a one-club man and hopefully win a few smaller trophies here and there. It doesn't diminish his quality. And obviously you then think about Francesco Totti, right? He could have. In fact, there's a quote.
Right.
The Francesco Totti. That's. I was gonna say is Harry Kane a better version of Matt Letizia, but let's go Francesco Totti.
Matt Letizia.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Is he a better version? You know what I'm saying?
With all due respect to Matt Letizia, right? What I'm saying, right, is Harry Kane could then score more goals, get more assists, and all sorts than Henry. But why is Henry the better player?
See at the end of the see at both the end of their careers. We'll find out.
Also, how many PFA Player of the Years has Harry
You're
Kane?
just showering down on the popcorn, you know.
Slav, how many PFA Player of the Years has Harry Kane won?
One?
When?
I'm not sure. I think
Not
he'll win this.
not young, but in general.
You've got a
I
point,
think
though.
one. I'm not sure.
With the Totty thing, Harry Kane will definitely go down, whether he wins something or not, as a Premier League legend, without question.
He's a cult hero.
I think he'll win the PFA thing.
He's a Premier League legend. If you look,
Even Totti has a World Cup, right?
Hang on, this
these
is
great
quite
players, right? Harry Kane has done enough, right? Yeah, fair enough.
Okay,
There's
is Totti a Serie A legend though?
I don't know if he is. I don't watch Serie A.
Of course he is, man.
Wait, what? Is Totti a Serie A legend? Yeah, there's no doubt. Wait, are you on about Totti? Are we talking about Francisco?
Francesco.
Right. Okay, let me rephrase it, right? Harry Kane become a Premier League legend, but he will never be a legend of the game, right? Like Henry was, like Shearer was, like Rooney was, because he doesn't have that major honour. That's what he has. Pictures of walking past trophies, none of him lifting that trophy. Right, fuck off. because right? No, hang on. Nah, listen, I need to pick the microphone for this, right? Let me get it straight. Henry has got a Champions League, he's got a Premier League, he's got a World Cup, and he's got a Euros. Now show me that with Drogba, please. Now go on, show me that with Drogba. Show me him with the World Cup, with the Euros, Champions League, Premier League. Show me that. Go on.
One stat.
Harry
Sorry
Kane's
to
better
everybody
than
just
Drogba.
listening on headphones. Baba just
Yeah,
eating.
Drogba is frighteningly good.
Harry Kane's
Bro,
better
I'm
than
gonna
Drogba.
speak like this, right? If I have to do, Rav. Yeah, just to get my point across. No
Harry Kane's better than
Henry
Drogba.
disrespect. Harry Kane's better than Drogba.
I just thought because I saw Drogba on the screen, Harry Kane's better than Drogba.
Lewis, do you wanna make a point? Because
I'm taking Drogba for a cup run, Harry Kane for a league campaign, and we'll leave it at that. I'll be really happy.
Drogba's he's got the league titles as well still though. You can't go down as a footballing great if you don't have one of the big two, three. Right, you have to, for me, right, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. Let me make it my opinion. A World Cup, a Champions League or a Premier League, you need to win one of those at least one of those. And Harry Kane's not going to do that at Tottenham, is he? You think Tottenham are going to the Premier League? Nope. Are they going to the Champions League? Nope. They might get a Carabao Cup, but that's it. Come on now, man. Come on now. He's not in that conversation, and he's not going to be. But the issue I have with Harry Kane, right?
In my lifetime, get to a Champions League semi-final, let alone final, right?
Yeah, what happened to the final?
No,
what happened to the final?
I'm not bitter about.
And what happened to the final?
I'm not bitter about it.
And where was Harry Kane? In fact, you actually might have lost that final because of Harry Kane.
Sorry.
No, we did not lose that. We lost that final because of.
I heard some Spurs fans say Lucas Moura should have started, mate. You know what I mean? That it might be because of Harry Kane, mate. Harry Kane's got all the stats, right? Do you know what? Okay, right. If anyone watches, hang on, right. Do you know what Harry Kane is, right? Let me show you. There's an NBA player called Karl Malone, right? Used to play for the Utah Jazz. Yeah, this guy's got all the stats of the highest points, highest this, highest that, just by Jordan and Co, right? But he doesn't have that ring. He doesn't have that ring, and he's not then going with. No, come on, man. You've got to have that, man. I'm sorry, you do.
One of the
You can still be a legend.
You be a cult hero, but not a legend.
Harry Kane isn't a cult hero. Divock Origi's a cult hero. Harry Kane's a legend.
I'm not saying
even Origi's got that medal to put on it. I mean,
but he's not better than Harry Kane.
I think Harry Kane should be there, but I feel bad for him because he's playing for Tottenham. He should be playing for a bigger club or a more successful team right now than Man City, for example.
About that Champions League final. We lost to Liverpool, who that season got 96 points and went on to win.
That was the worst Champions League final I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah, it was ruined in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, you lost the Europa League final, same year, mate.
I don't remember that, man. I don't. When did that happen again? I forgot.
They got battered. They got.
Oh, shut up, man.
Who was it to again?
Up.
Who did you lose it to?
I don't know. We didn't got to Europa League final, man.
James, do you actually think that was? You won the trophy and it's done now. You probably would have won the game anyway. But do you think that was a penalty in the first 30 seconds?
What are you saying?
I mean, I have no doubts that you would have gone on to win the game regardless, and I'm not honestly like you deserve to win it, whatever. But do you honestly think that was a penalty in the first 30 seconds?
Do you want me to tell you what's 10-man flab and this goes with everyone else? I haven't watched that game back since. Nah. I haven't watched that game back since, and the only time I actually saw it in real time was during the game when I was with thousands and thousands of Liverpool fans.
I was sitting in that stadium.
So, bro, let me just tell you this now. Yes, to me, because I celebrated it. So, yes, but not based on actual fact or anything of doing to see with it. But thankfully, because to be fair, you look in hindsight, if Salah did dive and it was a penalty, and it weren't a penalty, but it was given, and we went on to score, and that was the winning goal, everyone would have put a fluke on our Champions League final, man, because you were better on the day as well. You were the better team.
Yeah, we had chances.
But when
when
Big Divock came on and got that goal, mate, I was just like, yes! And he scored the quality, and I was like, my Belgium striker, mate.
That Champions League final summed up Tottenham as a club in a nutshell.
Facts.
You should have been there in the first place, man.
Did as well.
You were the imposters in the room.
Well,
let me just go through a few super chats, guys. Miguel says Totti has a World Cup.
Yeah.
And Gohan says, some say Messi ain't the GOAT without an international trophy. Kane ain't going to ever be included amongst the greats. To be honest, that is a good point as well.
But there's a difference between being the GOAT and then being amongst the greats. And I'm a Ronaldo.
No, amongst the greats. So hang on, right. So amongst the greats. So hang on, amongst the greats means the GOATs are Ronaldo, Messi, Pele, blah blah blah, right? Then the greatest are Henry and players like that. So you put Harry Kane in that category.
Depends on how you do it, because GOAT, the reason why I said GOATs was... Wait, let me finish, man. Let me respond to what you were saying. And when I was saying GOAT, I'm talking about numero uno, because I just like, as a Ronaldo stan, I just like giving Messi stick. So that's why that comment, you get me, caught my attention in terms of, I'm shameless FC in it. You get what I'm saying?
If you don't think Messi's the GOAT, I'm sorry.
Hey, you get what I'm saying? Hey, if he's 0-4 in finals in it at international competitions, it is what it is. Anyone else, we're not having this conversation.
What about Messi in Champions League finals? How many finals has he lost in the Champions League?
But I got won it 3 times. But won it 4 in 5 years.
But I'm sure Ronaldo's also. Hang on, right? So Messi, let me get straight.
Messi's never won it back to back, and my guy.
Ronaldo fanboys want to call Messi for missing a penalty against PSG, right? Didn't Ronaldo miss a penalty in the final of the Champions League?
I don't clown him for that. No. I clown him for when Messi had the best team around him, he could not retain the Champions League. Something that hasn't been done since it was named the Champions League. Look at the great sides that have been in the Champions League from when it started up until that point. My GOAT came around, had a cold team. Not only won it back to back, won it 3 times and won it 4 in 5 years. Then went to international duty and then won it. Your GOAT, you get me, cried, missed the penalty.
Your GOAT got pocketed by a 50-year-old Pepe, mate.
My GOAT is 36. You get me, 36. You know what I'm saying? What's your guys?
And a 50-year-old Pepe.
Going out to him. Your guys 33 and going out to PSG.
60-year-old Pepe.
Going out to Kimpembe and them, man. You know what I mean?
What was Ronaldo? Didn't Ronaldo win a Euros at 33 or something?
Yes, he won Euros. Come on, man.
Oh, bro, man was on the sideline.
Nah, I'm not even. No, because I don't even agree with Flawless. I'm just saying it adds to his argument, doesn't it?
Yeah, because my argument is on point. That's why Messi fans always want to ignore that. If Ronaldo was 0-4 in international tournaments, we're having a different conversation.
Do you know what Ronaldo is? Ronaldo is literally like...
Man missed a penalty for his country, you get what I'm saying? Cried, missed a penalty, cried, retired, came back and lost another final again. Come on, man. Man lost back-to-back finals to Chile. You know what I'm saying?
No, Babs.
Man choked a final in Brazil as an Argentinian. He could have went down as an Argentinian god. As an Argentinian god, he could have went down and choked in the final and that. Did what in that World Cup final?
Hang on. As the comment says there, the same Ronaldo that choked a final at his home country against Greece.
Yeah, and then what did he do? He bounced back. He didn't cry.
No, but what 10 years later? But what about when it mattered the most? In his own country, in his own backyard.
It bounced
his
back.
Own backyard.
He bounced back.
His own backyard.
How many international tournaments has Messi won? Answer
so
the question.
Does that mean that Sanchez is better than Messi?
Because when you're
Sanchez better than Messi?
Say that again.
Hang on, is Henry better than Messi?
Who said, what's that got to do with Henry being better with Messi?
Because he's won. Hang on. Euros, World Cup, Champions League, Premier League, La Liga. He's won the World Cup. That means
no. Because he didn't say
so
that.
why? No, hang on. So why did you shift the goalpost? For Ronaldo, it matters, but for Messi, for Henry, it doesn't.
What do you mean for We're not comparing Henry and Messi. That's a total different argument. We're talking about Ronaldo and Messi. When we compare the two of them, Ronaldo's outdone him everywhere bar La Liga.
Oh, come on.
Of course he has.
Yes.
Tell me
anyway.
wait, hold up. Where's Messi outdone Ronaldo apart from La Liga? Messi's never won the Champions League back to back. Ronaldo won it 3 times in a row, won it 4 in 5 years.
No, but
Messi's
individually-
choked in 4 finals.
No, but flawless
I'm saying, it's a
individually,
team game, innit?
I
I'm about team game and that. You can have individuals all you want. This ain't street balling. You know what I'm saying? And that this is about team. This is about team, innit?
I got Miguel saying Drogba didn't have to ride Messi's coattails to win that Champions League. Just saying. And also saying Drogba 2010-11 had 37 goals and 16 assists.
Look, ahead of Sunday, mate. What do you reckon?
Kane, who struck the Drogba slam. But I'm all for
Messi
it.
guys.
One of the greatest individual seasons in the Premier League. It's up there. What will we even say? It was score predictions. That was it. Bam, score predictions.
I'm this big man, innit? You get me? Don't do a Messi, fam. You get me? Don't miss. Go on, fam. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna go 2-0 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal. Nice. That's
You don't think we'll score?
When we've got.
I don't know. I
Who
just
you
said something
playing?
off the top of my head. It's the first that came on the top of my head, isn't it? That's what it is.
It's one
It's
way
random
to do it.
scoreline. Cool. Neil, what's your thoughts?
2-0 to Tottenham.
Oh, so we've got 3 guys saying Spurs to
And
win.
a back clean
Flawless.
sheet.
Whose side are
I'm
you
saying
on?
2-0. I
You
reckon
going for
2-2.
another draw?
Yeah, I reckon 2-2.
Very possible. Very possible.
I reckon
Right,
2-2.
I'm gonna go.
We love a draw at the Emirates.
I'm gonna
Let me
go
change mine.
2-1
Let me change mine. It'll be
Spurs.
2-2. It will be 2-2.
See,
Always
Yeah,
2-2.
honestly.
It's
trying to
always
side with me.
2-2. It's always 2-2.
oh,
I
wait.
just remember it's always 2-2, man.
Because he knows them
Yeah,
right on the Ronaldo and Messi thing.
Oh, shut up, man.
That's what it is, isn't it?
Oh, wait,
Shut up, man.
nobody predicted.
I'll
Arsenal
talk to you about goats when your goat comes out of the 50-year-old Pepe's back pocket.
Yo, man,
Then we'll
go
talk
Well,
about
wait, just
goats,
to
man.
confirm. Just to
He's
confirm.
36.
Nobody here believes Arsenal's gonna win the derby.
Nah, I reckon draw.
Perfect. Perfect. That's exactly what I want, mate. Everyone's reverse jinxing it. Thank you very much, lads.
Cool. No one's got confidence for Arsenal in this game. Interesting.
Wait, what was your scoreline prediction, Babs? What did you go with?
2-2.
So you didn't even pick back Arsenal to win?
Yeah, but I said it at the start, didn't I? I said reverse jinx FC, man.
All right, okay. Yeah, you just got no faith in Arteta. It's okay, man. You Arteta out, fam. It's all good.
I am
Come on,
not
man. I
Arteta
don't
out,
think this
man.
will
I
start
am
for
not
Williams'
Arteta
greatest
out.
showdown.
Hey, if he
Williams
turns
gonna
up, he
bag you,
turns
though.
up, man. If
Williams
he turns
gonna
up, he
bag
turns
you.
up.
After we've been
And the
chatting
form
shit,
that
yeah.
he's in, the form he's in, he might even get an assist. You never know, man. Look, put it this way, right? If Arsenal beat Spurs, I want it to be an emphatic win. Simple as. Because I know how Jose's going to set up. Jose is not going to be proactive. He's going to be reactive to how Arsenal play. But if Arsenal can play the way we want to play on our day, we can beat Spurs.
Okay. All right. Cool. We'll move to Leicester
Wait.
City.
Sorry, I had to get my
Sorry,
laptop
Neil.
charger. Sorry, Neil. Just one thing. I have no idea how we're going to be on Sunday because the last 5 games we've been the opposite of reactive, and we've been extremely high press, attacking, etc.
What? Even the game at White Hart Lane? Oh, sorry, North London. Wait, no. What's your ground called nowadays?
I
Tottenham
said the
Hotspur
last 5
Stadium.
games.
What, the Emirates?
What?
Oh, you mean for Spurs in general?
No, I mean like our last 5 games. Like the one
Yeah,
we
okay,
just
fair
played.
enough. Yeah,
We've
well,
been
Crystal
very
Palace and Burnley,
attacking.
fair enough.
Mourinho would have lost his job if he kept playing the defensive
So hang on,
football.
what? Mourinho would have parked the bus against Burnley and Crystal Palace.
I think
Is that
Leicester are
what
going to
you're
win
saying?
against Sheffield 2-0. Back to
Yeah.
North London derby.
No,
Nah. Give him his
No,
time.
I think-
Mute me. I'm going to mute myself now.
Babs, you know,
Oh,
Babs is
mate,
there for all it's gonna take is Slav to say. I mean, yeah, Slav to say something about Arsenal. Babs is gonna be back on it. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that, but yeah, Leicester City look to finally be getting a change in luck. They were poor at the start against Brighton with Adam Lallana getting an early goal, but they look to have turned things around towards the end and might have looked like they got away with it. Like, I did feel robbed, especially as a Chelsea fan who needed Brighton to get the 3 points in this sort of game. But for Leicester City, your form has been a bit iffy going into this match. So with the way that you've turned this game around, do you feel like your luck's starting to turn?
Well, we only lost 2 games. We'll be all right. Like we'll be okay. We're getting results when we're playing badly, you know. But yeah, I think we'll be okay. To be honest, I think we'll just do our thing, go in the background, wait for other people to lose, and we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Back to the North London derby stuff. I mean, I've had too much popcorn. Legit, it was for the point. But at the moment, yeah, back to North London derby. But yeah, I think Sheffield. I don't know if they've sacked their manager. There's also like in and R in. If they've actually done it, they're probably going to do it
Oh
soon.
no, they've done it. They've done it now.
Have they officially done it?
Yeah, officially sacked.
Okay, that means they're going to come back. I think that means that there's always that bounce, you know, when they sack a new manager. Can it be against us? Oh, we'll have to see. So I still think we'll win 2-0. However, do you know what? We're just doing our business, going about our football the way it is, eating popcorn. Life is good.
I like to hear that. It's comfortable as well, because I did realise you don't really and truly just want to get into the top 4. And you've got, with that run and the game against, Sheffield United coming next, you've got tougher games coming up. And after we come back from the international break, you're going straight into games against Manchester City, West Ham, and then relegation candidates West Brom. And you do know they're going to turn things around as well at that point, because it's going to be Sam Allardyce, final 10 games this season, trying to push them back up the table. How optimistic are you feeling now?
Yeah, I'm feeling fine. Even if we go on and lose, I don't have too much faith that other teams are going to catch up. Even if we don't get top 4, yeah, sure, we might not get it again. However, it is what it is. I think we're just going to do our business. We're finally getting, so we've got some players back. I think we lost 1 more to injury, but we're getting 3 more back from injury. It's a constant cycle. We're just going through players now. I think we'll be okay. I think we're going to win quite comfortably. We'll have to see. Last time I said that was against Arsenal, we got smashed. So I've got to take that with a grain of salt, But it is what it is at the moment. But yeah, we're doing our bit, We're playing badly, still winning. 3 points at the end of the day. It's all that matters. Keeps in the top 4.
And big up San Jovi on that super chat as well. Some more Messi slander. Love to see it with facts as well. Excellent stuff.
That run they went on. They had the core of a Spanish team that went 52 games unbeaten with the World Cup and 2 Euros without strikers. That's a hell of a point.
Yeah, there we go, innit? It's all hail Messi, innit? All hail Messi.
Right
just on Leicester, I thought you were very, very average against Brighton.
Yeah, but we got 3 points.
I think
we have one winger. We legit have one winger that's fit and that is available to play. One winger. And we're trying to scramble something together. We have to play a 19-year-old in central midfielder. And we're trying to fill gaps with people, But we're doing our bit, just going to the radar. So it is what it is. But some players are coming back from injury. We've got Pratt coming back. We've got Perez coming back. We've got Johnny Evans coming back from injury as well. So we're playing. How many? Had 2 players that were 19 years old. We were terrible, but we got the result. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. At the end of the day, you just want your 3 points. That's the reason why you got Jose Mourinho in at the end of the day.
No, fair enough. I mean, you're not wrong. I just thought, and I wasn't sure. It's like, I know you've got injuries and whatnot. I just thought maybe this weekend, if you perform like that, you might not get that lucky.
We've had a break. Like you guys have played in the Europa League and the Premier League. We haven't played. Now we've got time to just relax, cool, do our football thing, and then go about. And no, if we beat Sheffield, nobody's going to bat an eyelid. Really, nobody's going to bat an eyelid, and that's the way we want it. Keep in the background, do our big thing, and then we'll see at the moment. But yeah, with Maddison still out, with Barnes, just see somebody in the comments, but with Barnes still out, cool. But we just got to kind of keep doing our thing and stay in the background. And I think we'll be cool for next year.
How long are Barnes and Maddison out for?
Barnes is out for 6 weeks. Maddison is constantly being looked at with a hip injury as well. So again, it is what it is. We just kind of we were grieving after the Arsenal match when he got injured. We were like, what the hell is going on?
Proper shame with Barnes getting injured, mate, because he was having a quality season.
Yeah, he was. But I think what it was is we're kind of like, we don't want to. We've had it with Justin, but like he was a massive player for us as well. 9 months, he's done for like this year. Pretty much is over for him, and he was looking to get into Euros, getting that left back squad as well for the Euros. It ain't happening. Okay, cool. We've done our bit. We've kind of mourned, as this guy said. Arsenal beat us, cool, and then we move on to the next thing. That's how we got to do things with Leicester. I mean, we're still in that position. We're still in a good position. Other teams could catch up. And yeah, like you said, we've got Man United in the cup, in the FA Cup. Then we've got Man City. That's going to be a tough game as well. But yeah, we're just going to do our bit. And I ain't got too much shameless stuff to say apart from we'll see if we get top 4 by the end of the season. But that says more about you, man, than us. We've just been good with a group of young players, to be honest.
All right, cool. Let's get your score predictions for the Leicester game too.
2-0 Leicester, as I said. Yeah, 2-0 Leicester, Sheffield, I think.
All right, cool. 2-0. And Babs, you as well? 1-0. Nice. James?
I'm going to say 2-0 Leicester.
2-0. Slav?
I think it will be a very scrappy 1-0 Leicester.
Cool. And Flawless, what's yours?
Where is it?
Home to us.
Is that Leicester?
Mm-hmm.
Sheffield United.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I still stick with 1-0.
3-0 Leicester.
Oh, 3-0. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I
I'm
think
going to
he's
go
gonna beat
for
him
the
up.
easy 2-0 as well because this seems like the most straightforward one, but I do expect it to be a tighter game as well. Yeah, I feel like that is every other club. Nope, no way. We forgot about Chelsea as well. Merseyside turned blue. Everton lost 2-0 at Stamford Bridge, and the 3-point collectors are back at work again. Kai Havertz in the false nine position worked up wonders. The AC Penitentiary has a few more candidates for selection as well. If you see Richarlison, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and we still got Suarez and Felix locked up for next week. Everything's easy, everything's rosy with Chelsea. Anyone want to say anything before we go into the score predictions for the Leeds game?
Free me boy Sadio.
Hey, get Martial. What have I got to do to pay Martial's bail? He was only in that. He was only on the pitch for 10 minutes and that against you lot. That's blasphemy.
Jota, he's there too. Like,
Yeah, but I don't care about. I don't care about Jota.
You're an attacker. You're getting locked up.
Free my bro, man. Free my bro Mo. Free my bro Mane, bruv.
Lewis, where's the Arsenal players?
Free my bro Diogo. Come on, man.
Lewis, where's the Arsenal players there?
What? Why is there no
Where's the
Arsenal
Arsenal players? Yeah, why is there no Arsenal players?
Christensen hasn't played Arsenal yet. Not this season, which is a huge shame, but also half the reason why we lost. So
That's bad. Hey, that's Bav's biggest achievement of the season, isn't it? Not being in jail of Christensen.
Yeah, don't worry. Only till May.
I think you'll get turned over tomorrow.
What was
I
that?
really think.
Who you playing? Who you playing?
We got Leeds United. Leeds away.
At home.
Nah,
Away. That's away, right? It's away.
Leeds are.
Leeds are.
You know what? People
are a
hyping them at
tough
the beginning of the
Haven't
season.
won for a few
Good,
weeks, so
but you
they'll
can't
probably
just
win
play one way in the Premier League. We did it. We got roasted the next season. You know.
Leeds get wiped out by the big teams, and even
Yeah.
though I don't want to underestimate them for this game, we really go and give them space. It's one of those games where we could probably afford to play Werner up front because they'll give him so much space.
Yeah,
in
they
behind
are.
as well.
Like Liverpool did. Yeah, and
Liverpool, we got a goal, but it was ruled out for some bullshit offside.
That was terrible movement from him. Clearly offside from.
Offside? I'm not buying.
Lewis, is there ever a game where Werner doesn't miss a good chance?
Every game, man. Every game. Guys miss like 20 big
The thing
chances.
is, right? See the goal he scored against Liverpool, but it was given offside. Like, I fully thought he was gonna miss that because for whatever reason, he just, I don't know, man. It must be weird, doesn't it? It's like just having a striker who just
fully confident.
No, but come on, it's past confidence now because he scored a few goals. It's not even confidence anymore.
Nah, when it comes to those 1v1s, it's fully confidence. When it comes to his first touch, there's definitely confidence because there was a different Werner when it was the start of the season. Even when we played him left wing, he was our best attacker by a mile. Like, James, we were already speaking about the last time we played when you beat us 2-0 at the Bridge. Werner was clearly our best attacker, and he still missed big chances.
Best player in the game.
Carried our attack. So I genuinely think it's a confidence thing. It's just I don't know when this thing's going to be over.
Yeah.
I'm giving him this season as an endpoint. I don't care. But next season, I have to see him get more clinical. I'm going to be more stricter with him too. But I get, if you're a rival fan, you're looking at Werner and you're thinking, Morata 2.0. But it really ain't the case. His overall game,
no, Morata genuinely looked shit when he played in a Chelsea shirt. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, he genuinely looked terrible.
Shit.
Oh, Hamler's never changed, man. Hamler's
Werner was like, Werner, at least he has something to offer floor to show my G, you know.
My G.
I disagree. I think they are similar in a sense of movement-wise. Morata was very good. He'd always find space in the box. He'd always find space when he was open.
That's it, though.
That's what kind of makes him similar.
What did he do with this race?
What was that?
What did Morata do with the space?
Right, shite, yo. Man, drag Ronaldo down to his level, man. Drag Ronaldo down to his level. Shite. Morata, absolutely shite. He's awful.
Now, 1v1, these guys had howlers, but that's the only difference. Overall, their movements, their fucking passing is completely different. The touch, I would say, is the same, but like with him in this bad form, to be honest, it probably has got worse compared to him. But his technical ability is levels clear of anything Alvaro had. The only thing they have similar to each other is movement.
Do you know what's mad about Morata as well? He scored a few goals for Juventus and then he was pushed as this next big thing. Was it Juventus? Who was it that he went to?
It was Juventus. He went to Atletico, then went to Juventus.
Yeah. So when he was at Juventus, that was when he was... he scored a few goals in the Champions League or something. Then he was on loan at Juventus from Real Madrid. And then I think Real Madrid took him back, but then he ended up going to Chelsea or something like that ended up happening. Either way, he's just not that good.
Yeah, he's not.
Big up Jack Cleavey in the comment section, my bro. What's your score? What's everyone's predictions? Yeah, UCFP. What's everyone's score predictions for the Chelsea Leeds game as well, just so I can get that off. Slab, we'll start with you.
I mean, look, as good as you've been recently, and deservedly so, Tuchel gets the credit. I still think you'll have a good end to the season. I just think tomorrow you might get done tomorrow. I just think that this could be one of those games, the early kickoff, the Leeds away. I don't know. Something's just making me think that you might lose. I'm just going to go or maybe not lose, but just not win. I'm going to go. I'm going to go 1-1.
I was going to say 1-1. No, I was going to say 1-1, and I don't know why. Literally, that's what my answer was going to be. I swear down on me Mars life, 1-1, and I don't know why.
To the Southampton match where they're going to come out and give us a game, and we drew that one. That's the way I look at it.
Like that's what I'm saying, because there's just something about Chelsea where I don't see a 3-3 or a 3-2 or any. Do you like the way what it usually can be with Leeds? They drew with us. We beat them 4-3 at the start of the season, first game, and that's just their type of game. But this one, I can see there being chances, and I can see Chelsea fucking dominating. But I don't know. It's just one of them where they'll nick one somewhere. Maybe Rafinha cuts in and just gets a little cheeky one out of nowhere, and then. You never know, maybe Werner, he'll get 5 chances and finally put 1 away, at least in this game. So
Werner's going to score.
We'll go with that. That's what I mean, we'll go with that. I think Werner will score, but he'll have to take 6 shots.
Yeah, he's going to
get so many chances. 1-1.
Oh,
1-1. All right, cool. Babs, what about you? What's your thoughts?
I think Chelsea... I think Leeds will play into Chelsea's hands. They'll come onto Chelsea, there'll be space in behind for Werner to exploit, and I think it'll be 2-0 Chelsea.
Oh, I didn't expect that. Fair play.
No, because you might struggle against teams that part the bus, but Leeds don't part the bus. So when they open up, then there'll be space.
All right, cool. Neil, what about you? What's your thoughts?
So I'm going to go for a wild one. I'm going to say 4-1 to Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
Because cool. I don't. What's the highest that Tuchel is? What's the highest number of goals Tuchel's put past a team in the Premier League?
3.
2.
I'll stick with 4. Let's see what happens.
So you're going to go 4th? Yeah, you know what? Cool.
Let's see what happens.
For it. Flawless, what about you?
Yeah, like what Baz was saying in terms of Leeds playing into Chelsea's hands, that I can see that a mile off that high line. If you play Werner, he's going to get so many chances. If Callum Hudson-Odoi, is Pulisic fit?
Mendy will get a goal somehow.
Might get a game.
All right, so Pulisic, Ziyech, is all that pace you have and all that attack, even as Giroud, even though he's not the quickest, the amount of chances Leeds give up.
This is not a game for Giroud.
I'm not saying it's a game for him, but what I'm saying is if he comes on the pitch when Chelsea are up, I can see him scoring just for simply the amount of chance defensively. He's way too smart. I'm not saying he'll start. I'm saying if he comes on off the bench,
what I'll say though,
he's way too smart for them.
The way Chelsea beat Leeds this game is just play as many technical players as you can play, like a Mount, a Ziyech.
I say
because
pace.
Because what they do, not just pace, but players that are good in the 1v1 that can turn you, right? Because Leeds will play mans and marking, so when they come close to you, if you're Mason Mount, you turn them, you're in. We did the same to them at the Emirates where you had Smith Rowe and Odegaard starting, and fans were saying why are they starting? Well, they ripped them apart. So you just need as many technical players as possible.
Well, yeah, I'm saying, the way that highlight.
If Leeds defend like Leeds, then
Chelsea. I'm saying Chelsea 3. I'm saying Chelsea 3-1. I thought I was going to have the biggest
Big 6 team?
3-1.
Have they beaten a single Big 6 team? I don't think they have.
No, I don't think they have. They've been.
They beat Arsenal when they played you.
There was 0-0, and we beat them 4-2.
You got 4 against them.
Nah, but they shut off the first time, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but we were down 10 men for the whole of the second half, so they. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not even having a shot. I'm not having a shot, but I'm saying they've had good games against Big 6 teams. Just because they haven't actually won against the Big 6 doesn't mean you can't.
4-1, 6-0, 6-2.
We beat them 3-0. Yeah,
6-2.
3-0 there. Come on, man.
If Chelsea turn up,
Chelsea don't play like them or all them other teams though. Chelsea are playing really well at the seconds, and I feel like they're going to get shot after shot. But I just feel like it's going to be one of them. They're not going to be able to get 4 or 5.
You know what it is for Chelsea though, right? Is going into that game. Is that this midweek Atletico versus Chelsea?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Where is that game? Is it at Stamford Bridge or is it in
Bridge.
Budapest? Is it at the Bridge? Well, how is that fair then? because they had to play at Budapest and now they. That doesn't.
Not my club.
Yeah, of course, but I don't know, man. I think that game could be massive for Tuchel. Because you know what, right? I know you won the first leg 1-0, but if Atletico turn up, they can obviously cause Chelsea issues. And if Simeone unleashes Felix and Suarez and Co, I could see them. Tuchel hasn't lost the game, has he? And I think if there's one game that he could lose, which matters the most, is that one there. If it happens, and I know you're putting the posters up right now, but you better be careful because you just never know, innit? You just never know.
I've overcommitted weeks ago to this, so it's some cost. I might.
Lewis leads this AC Hive thing.
Because you know what, I'm not gonna lie,
no defense and that.
I went all in months ago.
I've seen Tuchel do good things tactically, but I've also seen when Oli came into United, had this 20-game period where they were beating everyone. Where the PSG won there as well, and it's like, I wanted to see how Tuchel survives or does once his team may lose a game and they might lose another game after that. How does he get the best out of the players?
How does he react?
Same.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to see that too. I'm enjoying it for what it is, but that is the final test as well. Flawless, you said 3-1, right?
I say 3-1 Chelsea. And I thought I was going to have the biggest score, but Neil said 4.
You know what?
I could see Chelsea. I could see you lot bat. If Werner was actually clinical, it'd be more than that. It could have been 5 or 6. But
yeah, like if you had like an Aguero in his prime up front, I'd be saying the same thing. But it's because of the players you've got there. Like I don't feel like the execution is if that you want to use that word.
Execution. You mean a finisher?
Same thing, lads. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know vocabulary.
Right. Yeah, I'm going for 3-1 Chelsea as well. I kind of think this might be one of the games where we may concede a goal because they'll be pumping plenty of chances at us too. It's going to be an open game like that. But same way, I think Chelsea should be able to get through this game and quality will show towards the end of it. But yeah, This has been yet another brilliant episode of Shameless FC. I can't wait for next week because it's after the North London derby. As long as Jose and Arteta don't pull out a dead draw or something.
Everybody get your popcorn.
Yeah, and
oh my God, I hope they have a fight.
Make sure you two show up, you get what I'm saying, and that. Win, lose, or
Next Friday.
We lost to Arsenal.
I'll let you know on Monday, Lewis. I'll let you know on Monday.
Make sure you
can't.
Just because we're doing Shameless FC, none of you actually be shameless and don't turn up.
It's my mum's birthday on next Friday. I'm sorry. I'm coming. Yeah.
So,
Disgusting.
The best thing is, as I said, that game's on Friday. No, our show's on Friday, right? And the game's on Sunday, so it'll be a whole week initially. So yeah.
I can't wait for it, man. I'm looking forward to the game.
I cannot wait either. But yeah, guys, check out everybody's socials, everyone's YouTube channels if you haven't done so already. It's all down in the description below. To James Redmond, to Bab, to Beyond the 90, to Sarcasm City. Slab's Twitter is down in the description below as well. So guys, check it out. Smash the like and subscribe button. Let us know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And we'll see you guys tomorrow after Leeds v Chelsea for a review. And let's hope it's after another W as well. Take care, like and subscribe. And as always, up the Chelsea.